Hello and welcome to Simply Truthful, the podcast series where we bring you the thoughts of unbiased and honest notable events and everything current in the news circle. Please kindly click the subscribe button and the bell, so you can be the first to know once we upload a new video. In today's episode, we'll be talking highlights of what President Buhari administration achieved in office in 7 years in the area of legislative reforms, a press release by Femi Adesina, May 28, 2022. Exactly 7 years ago, Muhammadu Buhari took the oath of office as president, promising to serve Nigeria faithfully in all spheres of national life. He concluded the first 4 years, and Nigerians in a show of confidence massively renewed his term for another 4 years, which lapses this time next year. The 7 years milestone presents a major landmark and opportunity to review the service of President Buhari to the country and its people. What are the high points in terms of legislation, what bills have been signed into law, and what salutary impact have they made on the nation? What are the strides in infrastructural development, roads, bridges, rail, air and seaports, housing, and many others? Oil and gas reforms, digital economy, mines and steel development, agriculture, education, health, creative industry, sports, and many others. And security, yes, security, despite the current challenges. Here's a one-stop shop of the achievements of the Muhammadu Buhari administration at 7. Revisionists would want to look at security challenges, which are being robustly tackled, alone. But we look at the entire gamut, and honest and fair Nigerians will admit that a lot has been done, and a lot more will still be done in the 12 months ahead. Come along, and let's together plumb the depths of the strides of the Buhari administration at 7. It's service to the people, and nothing else. Under President Buhari, Nigeria has seen the most ambitious legislative program in its history. Several landmark bills have been passed or amended in the last 7 years, including the following. 1. Electoral Act, Amendment, Bill, 2022. 2. Money Laundering, Prevention and Prohibition, Bill, 2022, which repeals the Money Laundering, Prohibition, Act, 2011 as amended, and provides a comprehensive legal and institutional framework for the prevention and prohibition of money laundering in Nigeria, while also conferring on the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission the legal status of the Special Control Unit against Money Laundering. 3. Terrorism, Prevention and Prohibition, Bill, 2022, which repeals the Terrorism Prevention Act, 2011 as amended in 2013, and provides for the effective implementation of international instruments on the prevention and combating of terrorism and suppression of the financing of terrorism. 4. Proceeds of Crime, Recovery and Management, Bill, 2022, which makes comprehensive provisions for the seizure, confiscation, forfeiture, and management of properties derived from unlawful activity. 5. Deep Offshore and Inland Basin Production Sharing Contracts Act, 1993, Amendment, Act, 2019, which will deliver increased revenues to the Federation. 6. Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, AMCON, Amendment, Acts of 2019 and 2021. 7. Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, Bill, the first legislation in Nigeria's history focused on curbing anti-competition practices, establishing the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission. 8. Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, Establishment Act, 2018. 9. Mutual Assistance in Criminal Matters Bill, an executive bill, signed into law in 2019. The bill facilitates the identification, tracing, freezing, restraining, recovery, forfeiture and confiscation of proceeds, property, and other instrumentalities of crime, as well as the prosecution of offenders in criminal cases regardless of where in the world they might be. 10. Act establishing the Police Trust Fund, which will significantly improve funding for the Nigeria Police Force, 2019. 11. Nigeria Police Act, 2020, the first comprehensive reform of police legislation since the Police Act of 1943. 12. Repeal and reenactment of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, 2020, the first comprehensive reform since 1990. 13. Not Too Young to Run Bill, 2018, a Constitution Amendment Bill, to reduce the age of eligibility for running for elective office in Nigeria. 14. Nigerian Correctional Services Bill, 2019, the first comprehensive reform of prison legislation in close to 5 decades. 15. Suppression of Piracy and Other Maritime Offenses Bill, 2019, the first anti-piracy legislation in West Africa. 16. A bill to grant financial autonomy to states' houses of assembly and states' judiciary, 2018. 17. Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act, BOFIA, 2020, Finance Act 2019 and 2020. 18. The Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities, Prohibition, Act, 2018. Please rate, review, and subscribe to or follow the podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you for listening.